Good morning, good evening, good day, or good afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. Hi, how are you? So today, I thought I would do something new and talk to you guys about indie brands that I have always wanted to try and haven't yet for one reason or another. I'm not sure if you guys wanted to hear about this, but this is, something that I wanted to talk about. So here we are. It started as a video on underrated indie brands, and then I thought to myself, well, can I really talk about them if all the ones that I'm counting I've never tried before? I've yet to try a single indie brand product. So, no, I can't talk about what the underrated ones are if I don't even know the quality of what they put out. So instead of sitting on here and making a video based on nonsense, I'm going to make a video based on what aesthetically looks like I would want it. You see me continue to adjust my shirt, it's because it's one of those off-the-shoulder types that if you ever move your arms or hands ever, it is going to either go up or go down, and I want it to be like the perfect amount of down without being like you see too much, and I don't want it to go up. So I promise if you see me go like that, I'm not trying to give you a striptease. I'm just trying to fix my shirt. Oh, okay, and before I forget, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click that little notification bell if you would like notification for when I upload a video. Okay, let's get into this. I think this is going to be a multiple part video because there's so many brands that I've yet to try that I've always wanted to, and just for some reason or another, like affordability or whatever wise, I haven't been able to yet. And I'm going to put photos of them like in this space right here, but for whatever reasoning, the editing software that I use, iMovie, seems to hate when I add photos to my videos when I upload them, which is why when you see me do new makeup release videos, or why when I talk about, sorry, I just had a burp, eczema in my eczema videos, there's only like at most 5 photos, because if there's ever more in the video while I talk about things, it's not going to publish at all. So for that reason and that reason alone, these videos are going to be broken up into a series of 5, so I will be talking about 5 brands in each video. And it is also to help my voice, because lately, the longer that I stay on here and talk, the more hoarse my voice will get at the end of the night. So the first brand we're going to talk about today is Tracy's Powder Room. Now, all the brands I am going to be talking to you guys about today are indie brands, which means that they are independently owned. Tracy's Powder Room is an indie brand. It is handmade. Also, I'm looking at my notes over here, I'm sorry. It's handmade, vegan, cruelty-free, and the owner's name is Tracy. She's the owner and the operator, and she works out of Denton, Texas. She has a dog name, Max, I believe. And the products are amazing. Now, what I'm looking at here on her site is mostly just eyeshadows. I feel like eyeshadows and highlighters is mostly what she's known for. Because it's called Tracy's Powder Room, it's that powder product that she's mostly known for, and it's beautiful. The shimmers on these are amazing. She has little pressed stamp onto it, and they're gorgeous. Some of them look like a mix between the air symbol and the water symbol from Avatar. For a Dublin green, like mint gold shadow that she made for St. Patrick's Day, it's got a 4-leaf clover on it. For another one, there's a flower in it. I mean, it's, for one called Gilded Rose, there's a rose in it. It's gorgeous. There's so many duochromes and multichromes in here. There are gorgeous highlighters, there are shimmers, there are metallics and foils. There are entire collections in here. It's a smaller store. It's, since it's an indie brand, because, you know, they don't have the clout and the branding and the reputation as much as these other brands do, they tend to have a smaller selection of things that you can get from them for a bit of a higher price. But I mean, comparing this to like a ColourPop single shadow, I think these are the same price. Okay, I was wrong. These are only $1.50 more expensive than the ColourPop single shadows, but ColourPop has the manpower and the capacity to churn out single shadows all the time at $4.50 a piece. Whereas Tracy's powder room, like, I don't think that she has the same manpower that ColourPop has. I don't think that at all. And not to say that it's amazing quality from everything that I've heard and what I see. That tends to be why brands like this, their products are slightly more expensive, or sometimes even way more expensive than regular affordable brands. So the next brand I want to talk about is another indie brand, but this one is a European one. It's from Stockholm, and it's called Odenzai Cosmetics. Now, Odenzai Cosmetics is vegan, cruelty-free, and was established in 2017. I'm sorry, I couldn't figure out when Tracy's powder room was created, but Odenzai was created in 2017. It's inspired by ancient Nordic mythology, and I would like to say, just to let you guys know, it ships from Hong Kong, and a lot of people in the makeup sphere community know that China requires, when you sell products to China, like makeup products, that you test on animals, but Hong Kong has different animal testing laws than mainland China, and therefore brands can sell cruelty-free products there and like ship from there, but they're still cruelty-free. I want to let you guys know that. Now, the thing about Odenzai is they put so much detail into the packaging and into the product itself, and it's insane and gorgeous. Because of my heritage, I've always been really interested in Nordic mythology and Sweden, and looking at this, I mean, from YouTubers and Instagrammers online, all I've heard about Odenzai Cosmetics is amazing things. That they have great quality of everything. They have neutrals for you, they have colors for you, and they are, again, somewhat not as affordable as ColourPop and other brands like that. But again, like, they really put the thought into their packaging and the product that they give you. And it's not just the makeup that you're paying for that's gorgeous. It's the experience of looking at it and feeling it and enjoying it and just like looking at something and not being bored. The next brand I want to talk about is Moira Beauty. Now, Moira Beauty is also an indie brand. It's vegan, cruelty-free. It was created in 2015. Now, I can't find any information on where Moira Beauty is based, but from the fact that on their website everything seems to be in dollars, it's based in the United States, and it's owned by Christine Co. Now, the reason I've always wanted to try this is because a YouTuber mentioned it in a declutter and turned me on to the brand, and because, again, with the packaging and the way that the reviews I've heard on their shadows has made me want them so badly. If you can't tell, a lot of the things that I want to try is eyeshadows, because I have enough lips. I have a huge lip collection. I had a lip collection video with you guys, you know. I'm not sure how many more shades of peach I need for blushes. The thing that always draws me into makeup is eyes. That's always been my, like, focal point, specifically when I do makeup and when other people do their own makeup. So I love their eyeshadow palettes. They have a collection of fruit eyeshadow palettes which also have face products in them as well. It's perfect, and there's so many palettes in here that call to me. Even the neutrals, There's a palette, Go Fly Travel, that is cool tone neutrals with like a few pops of green in there and like a pink. And usually I don't like neutrals, but it calls to me, and they have interesting setups of their eyeshadows sometimes. They have a bunch of different rainbow palettes. The Sandcastles in the Sky palette calls to me. It calls to every part of me. And it's very affordable. It's like on par with ColourPop prices. So the next company that I have to talk about is Sydney Grace Cosmetics. I will include links down below to all of these makeup sites if you would like to check them out. So Sydney Grace Cosmetics is cruelty-free, and most of their products are vegan, but a few of their shadows and highlighters contain Carmine, and their lip products do contain Lanolin, and on their site they list the ones that have Carmine and Lanolin in them, and also on each product there is an ingredients list that says whether it's in there or not, which is important for people who are vegan or who are allergic to those products to see that on the ingredient list. So also for the people who don't know what those ingredients are, Carmine is a powdered dye product that's made from bugs. The bugs live attached to prickly pear cacti in Central America and South America, and they are mostly collected on prickly pear plantations in Peru. And it takes 70,000 of these bugs to make 1 pound of this dye, because they're fairly small. So a lot of people are against it. Carmine is a widely used dye for red products. Next product to let you guys know about is, so lanolin is a wax that's secreted by the sebaceous glands in the skin of wool-bearing sheep. So it's used to moisturize the sheep's skin and protect it and moisturize the wool and stuff like that. So it's, for lack of a better word, harvested from wool-bearing sheep. And so that's another thing that isn't vegan, and that's why they say that all of their lip products do contain lanolin. So they're mostly vegan, but not entirely. They are based in Oroville, California, and the owner's name is Heather McCullough. I'm very sorry if I mispronounced your name, Heather. Heather McCullough Baker, and she runs it with her sister Laura. And it was first created in 2015 under a different name, but they changed the name to Sydney Grace Cosmetics in 2017 after Heather's daughter and Laura's daughter. So this is another case of I want to try the eyeshadows. And also their lip products and their highlighters. They have this autumn themed palette called Autumn's Rain palette, and autumn is my all-time favorite season, and the packaging is so cute. I want it so badly. They have another palette called Enduring Love palette, which is inspired by like Pride and Prejudice, like Jane Austen novels and a bunch of different romance novels. They've got face products, and their setting powders I'm actually interested in. They've got cream eyeshadows, they've got multi-chromes, shimmer shadows, pressed pigment shadows, matte shadows, loose pigments, loose glitter. They have a list of like sales and promotions and coupons for people who need it. Their palettes are quite on the pricier side. Like the Autumn's Rain palette is $52. But their single shadows are the same as that Tracy's Powder Room single shadows, the price, which is $6. And I've heard great things about their quality, and it's on my Christmas lists, and it's yeah. So last but certainly not least is Menagerie Cosmetics. Now, Menagerie Cosmetics is vegan, cruelty-free, gluten-free, talc-free. It's made in-house. It was created in 2018. The owner's name is Samantha, and it's based in Newman Lake, Washington. And from the site, it says that it's Samantha and her husband that make all of this entire brand. Like she does not have an assembly line. And they donate a portion of their year-end profits to animal welfare charities like the Animal Welfare Institute every year, which I think is incredible. And you don't really hear many brands doing that. So I love that they do that. And their palettes look amazing, both in the packaging and the color story and the way that they look. And I've heard amazing things about the way they perform. They have this blush palette with like a little bear just chewing on a little branch of berries. It's called the Arthurine Blush Palette, and it's got blush hues for deeper skin tones, for medium skin tones, for lighter skin tones. It looks gorgeous. There's the Pastel Pup Palette, which is an entirely pastel palette with a bone white and a like blackest matte black in there too for you to create looks. And it's got a little seal pup on the cover. It's adorable. They have a whale song palette, which is like oceany, grungy, like greens and blues with whales on it. They also sell the blushes on their own if you want them, so you don't have to get the whole palette. They've got liquid lipsticks. They've got single shadows. I want their products so badly. They're a little bit expensive. By a little bit, I mean they're a bit expensive. Their blush palette is $54, but considering the size of the blushes you get and how long they'll last you, and there's 9 of them, I think monetarily wise, like cost analysis, I think it's good. Their Pastel Pup palette that I was talking about is $36. I love their aesthetic. Do I say aesthetic weird? Anyways, you guys, that's it for me for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. I will link the websites to these brands down below so you can check them out if you want to. I appreciate you all. Mwah. Bye.